Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. President Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama II is an American politician and attorney who was elected the 44th President of the United States on November 4, 2008. He is the first African American president who served 2 terms in the office from 2009 to 2017. President Obama was born on August 4, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii, the son of Kenyan-born Barack Hussein Obama Sr. and Stanley Ann Dunham of Kansas. In 1979, President Obama started college at Occidental College in Los Angeles and transferred to Columbia University in New York, graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science in 1983. In 1988, Barack Obama enrolled at Harvard Law School and became the first Black president of the Harvard Law Review on February 5, 1990. He graduated with his law degree from Harvard in 1991 and started writing his book, Dreams of My Father. President Obama moved to Chicago in 1992 and served as the Illinois Executive Director of Project Vote. By 1996, he was elected to the Illinois State Senate and worked as a senior lecturer at the University of Chicago from 1996 to 2004. In 2005, he was sworn in as a U.S. Senator, and in 2007, he announced his candidacy to become President of the United States. He won the election on November 5, 2008, and was sworn in on January 20, 2009. President Obama made U.S. history as the first African-American president and African-American first family with his wife Michelle and daughters Malia and Natasha. President Obama was reelected for a second term in 2012. 2 of President Obama's major victories include the Affordable Care Act of 2015 and the Supreme Court ruling for same-sex marriage guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. President Obama took an active role in campaigning for President Joe Biden, and keep an eye on Netflix for a series of films produced by President Barack Obama and Michelle. The following is a short list of President Obama's contributions. 1981, President Obama made his first public speech, stating that Occidental College should support the abolishment of apartheid in South Africa. Thereafter, he transferred to Columbia University to major in political science. In 1983, President Obama graduated from Columbia University with a Bachelor of Arts in political science. In 1988, President Obama began to study at Harvard Law. After his first year, he worked as an intern for a top law firm located in Chicago, and it was there that he met his future Mrs. Michelle Obama. In 1990, on February 5th, President Obama became the first Black president of the Harvard Law Review. In 1991, President Obama graduated from Harvard with his law degree and began work on his book, Dreams of My Father. In 1992, he became the director of Illinois Project Vote. President Obama also began to teach constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School. In October, President Obama married Michelle Robinson. In 1996, President Obama was elected to the Illinois Senate. On July 7, 2004, President Obama was asked to give a keynote speech at the Democratic National Convention. On November 2nd of that same year, he was elected to the United States Senate. In 2005, on January 5th, President Obama was sworn in as a U.S. Senator. 2009, January 20th, President Obama was sworn in as the 44th President of the United States. On February 17th, he signed the economic stimulus bill, and on September 9th, he gave his health care speech. On October 9th of that same year, he was named the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. On January 27, 2010, President Obama gave his first State of the Union address. In 2015, President Obama enjoyed 2 major victories in the Supreme Court. First, the Affordable Care Act's tax subsidies were upheld. Second, the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that same-sex marriage is a right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. January 20th, 2017 marked President Obama's last day in office.
The way Black America viewed themselves the day of Barack Obama's presidency changed forever. I can still remember that day. I was at home with my mother and two sisters at the time with my uncle. Sitting on the couch, I was unsure of what was happening around me. After hearing the results, my mother screamed and crying, telling me, "Look, BJ, you can be anything you want to be if you believe." For me, Obama changed how I saw myself, or at least added to what I thought I could become. As a young boy, I struggled with maneuvering through society, attempting to discover what it meant to be black in America. He helped me to discover the multidimensionalism that always existed in myself. As I became older, I soon realized I wasn't alone, as he had touched millions of others since his presidency, especially those from the hood around me. I exist in a country where black Americans were stolen, stripped of their culture, killed and enslaved, forced to assimilate, and continually being oppressed on many levels. Obama's victory for the nation's most public, highest position of power illuminated the profoundness of black excellence in American society, despite the undeniable truth that America tries to hide and prevent it. I understood that to some, Obama's election was proof of a post-racial society where racism no longer exists. Needless to say, those same people were attacking him every chance they could get. However, just like those who founded the way and those who have passed the baton to him, like Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, he continued to persevere. I admired that Obama understood racism is woven into American life, yet he met it face to face every day. God allowed him to open his eyes. While writing this, I remembered a gift one of my many moms on campus, Ashley Green, had given me. She gave me a book by Ta-Nehisi Coates, a black author whose book was titled Between the World and Me. In the book, he offers some examples of the reality of blackness as a man. He offers his opinion on the ideas Obama had sparked in the black community. It's actually the note and quote she wrote by James Baldwin that I would like to share. She wrote, "Now that Ta-Nehisi Coates has won the MacArthur Genius Grant Award for 2015, I want you to have this. I hope one day you will read this beautiful letter in meditation and hope you're inspired by the possibilities." She also wrote by James Baldwin, "People pay for what they do, and still more for what they have allowed themselves to become. And they pay for it simply by the lives that they lead." Needless to say, Obama has shown the world with his lifestyle as a black man, he is an ideal husband and father. He, along with his family, helped to inspire millions of black people to bigger dreams. In a sense, the euphoric election day in 2008 normalized black excellence. Even though I attest all my success and give all glory to Jesus Christ, I thank him for putting individuals on this earth like Barack, who I can see, who have made an impact on me as well. This isn't to say there isn't any room for criticism on my beloved brother. Obama's administration has deported more than undocumented immigrants than any previous president. The amount of drone strikes he used during the war has contributed to the deaths of many innocent people. He's been labeled the spokesman for many black lives, but many of those lives would say that he has done more for other races and identities while he has done little for black lives. But with all that being said, it's impossible to ignore how much Obama meant to the black community and honestly to the white community. His ability to express his emotions and his dedication to his family cannot go unnoticed. There's no doubt that the Oval Office has never been the same without my black president, with his swagger, countless mic drop moments, and gentle heart. I would love to leave you with a quote that sums up what I have learned and accomplished from implementing what I've learned from Barack. He said, "We need to steer clear of this poverty of ambition, where people want to drive fancy cars and wear nice clothes and live in nice apartments, but do not want to work hard to accomplish these things. Everyone should try to realize their full potential." And because of Barack, I also too was a first. I was Lincoln Land's first black student trustee to complete his full term. So I thank you, Barack.